Welcome back to DIY Wood Revival. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your circular saw into a track saw. Let's get started. As a beginner woodworker, the thought of spending over $500 on a track saw seems excessive. So building a track that matches my circular saw for $20 and can give me decently straight cuts is a much better option. My main use for this will be ripping down sheets of plywood. So I'm going to make two tracks. One big enough to cut lengthways on a sheet of ply and one to cut widthways. I've seen a few different designs for DIY tracks, some a lot more simple and others very complicated with pieces that need to be screwed onto the circular saw. I settled on a design that I can drop my circular saw into without any fuss and make a quick, accurate cut. I'm using 12mm plywood for this, any thinner and I don't think it'll be strong enough to support itself, and I don't want to go any thicker and lose cutting depth. I'll start by ripping down 3 sections of ply that are the width of my saw with an extra 60mm, so that I can add a 30mm guide piece around the edge. 2 of these sections will be the base of the tracks, and the third I'll rip down into strips on the table saw for the guide pieces. I forgot to record this, but to ensure the track was long enough to cut a sheet of ply lengthways, I had to add an extra 50cm section to the end, and to attach it I had the guide pieces overlap the join. Once I had the base and the guide pieces cut to length, it was time for glue up. To make sure I get as straight a cut as possible, I use the guide section with a factory edge as reference. Because the guides are only 30mm, they have a bit of flex in them. So when I was gluing the second guide, I used an end piece as a spacer to ensure I had the same spacing all the way down. To make sure the saw doesn't pinch or jam, I added an extra millimeter to the spacing. This may give me a small inaccuracy in my cuts, but I think it's more important that the saw runs smoothly. Okay, that's it, she's pretty much finished now. Saw slides up and down pretty good there, not too bad. Doesn't pinch anywhere along the way, happy with that. Last step is to make a cut for the blade to actually slot through. But before I do that, I want to make a few inspection holes with this Forstner bit, so that I can see what I'm lining my track saw up with, and then she should be ready to go. I added these holes every 30cm. These will make it much easier to line the track up with the cut I'm trying to make. Last step was to add the channel for the blade. To do this, I plunged my circular saw through the base and then ran it down the length of the track. As you can see, it runs pretty smooth down the track. Even on that join it doesn't catch. And it's complete. A quick and easy track to turn your circular saw into a track saw. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And if you'd like to see how I built anything else in my workshop, sawhorses, French cleat wall, motor station, check out my other videos. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.